What up, guys? This video comes to you from the Real Constitutional Upholders. I actually shared this guy's video a long time ago. As you guys can see down here, he has a video 4 years ago, and he just started posting again 7 days ago. He's got some really good videos. The last one I just watched, as you guys can see, he gets pulled over and the cop is a massive coward. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this one though. Make sure you guys go subscribe. I'll be dropping his links. Let's get right to it. I was legally observing police activity in the area. Officer Lora Torres, 1907, pulled me over, stating I appeared suspicious. I informed her that suspicion is not a crime, and I was not obligated to provide any personal information for what I believed was an unlawful stop. After a brief exchange, she allowed me to leave but declined to provide her name or business card upon my request. I asked for names and business cards so I can file a complaint. After parking my vehicle legally, I approached her to request her name again, and what happens next is shocking. When I was in school and it was my turn to read, the guy behind me couldn't read really well. And so I always did my best to read like really good so that when it was his turn, he would just look like really bad. I used to fuck around a lot in school, and that shit just was kind of funny to me. I guess when I'm thinking about certain things, I can read really well, but when my mind's not all there, then I'll just be, just spouting words. His name was Antonio. He had some big ass lips and shit. He couldn't read for shit. Not even 3 little words, man. Fuck. That was messed up. But don't get me wrong, I wasn't just being an asshole. Like, I would actually turn around and try to help him and shit. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I'd have a good time doing it. Fucking David.
The license plate number on this one is BSG 048. This one is DCS Y98. This next one is BXR V05. And this last one, DGB 633.
Dude's up in Colorado. I recently visited Colorado and I absolutely fell in love with that state. I fell in love with that state, folks. Beautiful state of Colorado. You guys actually care about your state. You guys don't seem to throw trash everywhere. You go anywhere in California, there's fucking trash everywhere. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
It was so simple. All she had to do was give her name. And now she's doing this.
It ain't that simple for these cops, though, to do the right thing. They should be doing the right thing by force of habit, but nope.
Still not going to give me your name?
No, you can call PSB.
No, that's fine. You'll get a complaint. You're unprofessional. I'm here to document how unprofessional you are.
If you continue to follow me while I'm investigating something else, I will.
This is a public sidewalk. Arrest me then.
Okay, you don't need to follow me. I'm conducting a police investigation.
I'm investigating this.
Then put the phone down, turn around.
Okay, take me to jail. You're taking me to jail?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
I need you to put the phone down.
Okay, let me. Can I put it in my carrier?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
There's guys that cry when they're on their way to jail, and then there's guys that don't give a shit, like this guy. I think I respect the guys who don't give a shit a little more. Oh, you're taking us to jail. You're letting my son go. Can you let me go too? Like, nah, man. Just laugh it off, bro. Let the cops know you don't give a fuck. Don't make them happy by telling them, like, no, please, no, don't take me to jail, no. Nah, dude. Don't be scared of jail, man. Fucking, you make new friends in there.
I don't think this is what you want to do, but is your body cam going?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
Put your palms together for me, please.
No problem. You're digging yourself into a lawsuit. It's a public sidewalk. Crime scene's over there, I'm over here. Or whatever you guys are dealing with, I guess.
Like, the sidewalk's open to walk back and forth. You know what I mean? In reality, if you think about it, he was trying to get her badge number because of an incident. What if he wanted to file a complaint? He has every right to ask her what her name and badge number is. And if she doesn't want to answer, he has every right to continue to try to get it. All of this could have been easily avoided if she would have just followed her own policy. Just saying. What do you guys think? Just follow policy.
Your department's already.
I'm
I'm already preparing to put your department under litigation for Officer T. Williams for illegal detainment as well.
Word.
So, I don't think this is something you want to do, and I'm really advising you not to.
You can advise me on anything
Okay.
you want to, but I'm the cop.
Oh, so that means you can illegally detain someone for no reason? For simply recording you? What's the crime that I committed?
You're obstructing an investigation.
How am I
have to
obstructing
pay
the
attention to
investigation?
you and instead of what I'm doing.
That's okay. No problem.
Colorado Revised Statute 18.8.102. A person commits obstructing government operations if he intentionally obstructs, impairs, or hinders the performance of a governmental function by a public servant by using or threatening to use violence, force, or physical interference or obstacle. I don't think he was intentionally trying to obstruct, impair, or hinder the performance of her job. On the contrary, all he was doing was asking for her name and badge number. She was obstructing her own job by not doing it correctly. She should arrest herself, as a matter of fact.
Do you have any weapons on you?
It's on my hip if you couldn't tell already. You're kind of blind. You're not a good cop. But where are we going?
Word. I like the way he's talking to her.
I'm going right here, face the car.
Okay, no problem. I don't consent to any searches or seizures.
You can't legally be charged with obstructing government operations because a police officer gets distracted by you. Word.
So if you dig in my pockets, you've already illegally detained me. I'm going to sue you for all of this. I just want you to be absolutely aware. That way when you go to court for this, you can't say that I didn't tell you. Because
Recently, I did a video regarding prior restraint. Just so you guys know, cops are allowed to do what's called a threat assessment on you, especially at nighttime. They're allowed to shine the light on you, see if you're carrying anything, whatever. But when a cop turns that threat assessment into bullying tactics, it becomes prior restraint. When the cop's just shining the light on you like nonstop, trying to hinder your recording, pushing you back, let's say a half a block, just because they don't want you recording what's happening, that's called prior restraint. And cops can ask you to move back if it's reasonable, if they're investigating a real crime. But cops are being unreasonable all the time. They just don't like accountability and transparency. She did a threat assessment. You know, the guy has a camera in his hand. He may be carrying or whatever, but if they're afraid of the people with guns and all that shit, why don't they just quit their job? Cops shouldn't be afraid of people with guns. They should, on the contrary, they should be happy that people are out there with guns, because then the people can actually protect themselves. Cops seem to want to have a monopoly on justice a monopoly on violence, and that doesn't work for the people. The people need to be allowed, and they need to be prepared to protect themselves at all costs. And cops absolutely hate the fact that people have guns. In another video that I just watched, this guy's most recent video, after the traffic stop ended, he gets out of the car and he has the gun on him, and you can tell the cop was a massive coward. And I'm not gonna lie, it seemed like there was a moment where he tells the cop, like, what are you gonna do about it? And I was like, no, don't say that. Because I didn't want the cop to be like, get down on the ground, bam, 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 bam. You know, cops are fucking crazy. It's not crazy to think that cops would do that, because we've seen it numerous times.
So if you dig in my pockets, you've already illegally detained me, I'm going to sue you for all of this. I just want you to be absolutely aware. That way when you go to court for this, you can't say that I didn't tell you, because I absolutely try to warn you. This is going to cost you your job. This is going to cost you your money, your salary. I'm going to dig into your employment record. This is not something you want to do.
Hell yeah.
You can let me go right now. Give me your business card. Call it a day. But
you can continue to threaten me all you want.
How did I threaten you? By saying I was going to sue you because you're illegally detaining me? That's my right. I have my right to address my grievances with my government, and that is you illegally detaining me, and I have a problem with that. You've illegally stopped me already as well. This is all retaliatory.
Outstanding work by this guy. Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. I'll be dropping the links in the description and in the pinned comment. As always, let's get his numbers up. Let's help blow up his channel, guys. It's important to help each other grow, help each other's channels grow. Send support, your way. You guys have videos you want us to look at?
How's it going?
Copy
I strongly recommend her against this. I'm going to sue the department.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you can.
You don't have to cop explain to me. It's okay.
I'm not going to explain. I'm just going to take your body armor off, and we'll deal with it in a second.
No problem.
If you guys have videos you want us to look at, copy your links and paste them to recordpolicenow@gmail.com. Recordpolicenow@gmail.com.
Be careful with that. It's loaded. You don't need to yank it, you fucking idiot. It's a gun. It's a loaded gun.
No shit.
You're fucking stupid, bro.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Damn, the cops calling the people fucking
You don't have
idiot.
to rough me up like this.
I'm
man.
not roughing you up, dude.
You are. You can be a little bit more.
You're sitting there.
Relax.
We're working a dude with a gun, and you're sitting there wanting to sit there and interrupt government.
I simply observed.
Yeah. Unlawful car.
You just need to chill out,
You
buddy.
just need to shut the fuck up.
Okay. That's
Your
fine.
life
Wow.
remains silent. Do me a favor and do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So do you. Anything you say or do will be held against you in a court of law.
Yep.
So glad he kept the fucking camera recording the audio. We can hear exactly how cops really talk to the people when they think nobody's listening, right? You're a fucking idiot. You can shut the fuck up now. Really, motherfucker? That's being
I think doing what you
discourteous.
do with a gun is more important than somebody recording you. To be
Well,
honest.
since we're trying to contact the information we are, and you're sitting there right next to my cops with a plate carrier on.
Yeah. It's not illegal. It's not illegal.
No, it's not. But you're distracting my cops from doing their job. So have a seat.
Default text.
Turn down your radio there for a second.
Coward cops. When seconds count, cops are only 77 minutes away.
Victor 10. Can you check and see if Luis is a convicted felon?
When seconds count, cops are only 77 minutes away, guys.
Well,
So he's been standing outside my car for about 20 minutes.
I didn't
Yeah.
know you were in the car. I just.
yeah, she's trying to get a hold of the RP, and we're trying to deal with it. So we're
Enough's enough.
enough's enough.
These cops are truly destroying the foundation of freedom of this country, guys. If you think about it. These cops are destroying the foundation of freedom this country is built upon. These cops have the founding fathers turning into their graves. Seriously.
This is still recording. I'm going to let it record the
Coward ass cops. They think they're brave because they have uniforms and bulletproof vests, guns on their hips. The only people in America really that are afraid of everyone in this country I mean, we the people don't walk around like that with bulletproof vests and shit. Cowards. Massive cowards. The channel's called The Real Constitutional Upholders, guys. As a matter of fact, I want to go back and read some of the comments. I like doing that in these videos. I like reading the comments because you guys know what's up. As of year 2023, full name Lora Torres, job title police officer, second class, most likely, annual wage $106,000. As of year 2023, full name Ryan Kaspar, Kaspar A, job title police sergeant, annual wage $116,000. And shout out to Reagan Benson, who sent me this video on an email. He actually emailed me the original videos as well. Shout out to The Real Constitutional Upholders. First of all, let me just say that I really like your style of the way you approach this, and you do seem to have a really calm demeanor that's going to work in your favor when these types of things go to court. I definitely hope that they drop your charges, right? McCucumber says, I like how words they swore an oath to protect is automatically a threat to the sociopaths we are forced to employ as terrorists. Desert Pack Rat writes, this is why cities have to raise taxes to pay more salary for cops that generate lawsuits against the city. Fire them. Yeah. If she was stupid enough to charge you, fight it and win, then sue her, the PD and the city. The Real Constitutional Upholders writes, the funniest part is a prosecutor offered me a gun safety class and a probation as a plead. Gun safety class for a gun I never touched. Yeah, okay, buddy. No, plead, trial only. Nice. This is the kind of guy we want to definitely support, guys. Constitution State writes, they're just trying to get out of it. Instead of returning your stolen property that had nothing to do with the reason you were charged, they're nuts. Don't fall for it. Real quick, Constitution State, if you're watching this, somebody sent me a private message and said that you're not a real supporter of mine. And I was like, well, I don't know about that. Constitution State's always in my live streams asking everybody to thumbs up, and I've never heard Constitution State badmouth myself or anyone else, as a matter of fact. I think he's a solid activist and a supporter, a loyal supporter as well. So shout out to the Constitution State and that guy sending me emails trying to get me to fight with this guy. It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work at all. Yeah, definitely you guys go subscribe to this channel. Mass Accountability commented, glad to see you posting again. I hope you start posting regularly. You are needed in the 1A and 2A community. I would love to see video from your point of view more often. Much respect and appreciation. Hell yeah, shout out Mass Accountability. I met Mass Accountability in Pennsylvania, and he's a really cool dude, man. I met him and his wife. Solid people. Solid people. Dad can fix anything right. It's very clear retaliation. The sergeant even admitted that you weren't doing anything illegal, but that his officer was distracted from her job. Lie. It's somehow your responsibility for them to stay focused. I suppose it must be your fault that they act like criminals too. Yeah. I want to read this comment right here. Abolish qualified immunity. You can't watch one police interaction video today and go through the comments and you're not going to find somebody saying abolish qualified immunity. You will find that comment, abolish qualified immunity, in pretty much every police interaction video now. Before the George Floyd incident, I never heard of it, qualified immunity. I learned about qualified immunity from the Batusai, Philip Turner. And when I learned a little bit about qualified immunity, I went and did my own research. And I found out that qualified immunity was not enacted in 82 like a lot of people think. It was revised in 1982. Qualified immunity was enacted in 1967, a couple years after the Jim Crow laws were repealed in a Supreme Court case called Pearson v. Ray. This preacher, Pearson, decided to go to was in Mississippi and challenged the segregation laws. There were no more segregation laws, so he went to a coffee shop where it said no blacks allowed outside. He went in and he was arrested because he wouldn't leave. He was convicted, and the Supreme Court realized that it was a bad arrest. They overturned it, right? His conviction. But the Supreme Court said to themselves, well, we can't expect all cops to know all the laws throughout the nation. So as long as there is really like no well-established law stating that the cop cannot do that, and as long as the cop does his job in good faith, then we're going to give an umbrella of protection called qualified immunity to cops throughout the nation. And that's what they did. So when that incident happened with George Floyd, I went out to my local protest and I interviewed this news guy, and I told him about qualified immunity. As he was walking away, we were walking and talking, right? Because they were pulling him away. And the dude stopped and he looked at me and he says, I want to know more about this. I need to read up on this. Please send me an email. and he gave us the email on the video. It's on my Instagram. The very next day in the morning, somebody hashtagged my video to Bernie Sanders and Sean King. So the very next day, Bernie Sanders hashtag in qualified immunity. Sean King reposted that as well right after that. But I had been texting Sean King and private messaging him talking about qualified immunity, and when this would have been a perfect topic to discuss, a perfect policy to throw on the table to reevaluate to see if we should abolish qualified immunity or keep it intact. And the very next day after that, they erased and deleted the end qualified immunity, and then they started with the hashtag defund the police. And I'm like, no. And I feel like we had something going there, but now, like I said, you can't go to a video that doesn't have to be mine, it could be anybody's, where it has police accountability, and you're gonna find that comment, abolish qualified immunity. And the reason being is because even though the videos that we did talking about qualified immunity, they didn't really go viral, but what did happen is the strong support base, because we don't have fans here, we got supporters. You guys are supporters. You guys make things happen. You guys put the pressure on. So you guys started talking about qualified immunity in the comment sections. You guys opened up everyone's eyes to it. All we had to do was just put it on the table so you guys can look at it, and you guys started spreading the message. Now everybody knows what qualified immunity is, and well, not everybody, but we're trying to get everybody on the same page. Since then, Colorado has ended qualified immunity. Certain other states, if I'm not mistaken, are ending qualified immunity or have ended qualified immunity. Look, am I delusional? Did my video have anything to do with that? Probably not. But what I will say is that our videos do make an impact. One of the things that we do a little bit different from mainstream news is that we actually put the information so you guys can call, so you guys can redress your grievances. There's a difference there. We put the pressure on. So definitely thank you to all of you guys who help with everything. This guy writes, the citizens are so well represented by asshats like these two. Please don't settle. Please work to get both officers fired and decertified. It's not that easy, guys. I mean, I wish it was easy when cops screw up like this. I wish we can get them fired, but they're lacking so hard on getting new cops and shit to even want to fucking apply. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to become a piece of shit no more. And if they do, they're the crookedest fucking people applying for the job and getting the damn job. Constitution, state rights. They literally charged this man for absolutely nothing. Then stole his pistol and plate carrier and everything else with no cause or reason. They had nothing to do with this made up crime, which would mean they stole it. Imagine any of us going and stealing any of those things. They'd smoke you in a court while painting you out to be such a bad person. Yet all these clowns got was nothing. They went out and found another victim right after this. It's what they do. Good job, man. Yeah, thanks for the support. Yeah, man, definitely. Thank you, bro, for what you're doing, man. You deserve the support. Oh, there's my homie, Utah Cop Watch. I watched a few of your videos. Stay safe out there, brother. The sergeant, he needs to be fired immediately and have his license to be an officer and suspended and never work with the public again. He is uneducated and unprofessional. The other officer also needs to be fired immediately. I agree. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She worked on her arms, not her hips. Top heavy blonde bodyguard got called. Whoa. You want to make this channel great? Do the follow-up with them going to court and being reprimanded. Nothing is going to happen to that thing. No shite. No shite. Do the cops harass the Google Street View car when it drives by and photographs the entire town? Pull over, you're under arrest. Fuck. All the homie Liberty Freak. So many reasons to sue them. Englewood and Denver race to see who violates more rights and gets sued the most. He's out there in the area, guys. You're exposing the corruption, bud. Get the camera that attaches to you as well so they can't remove it from your hands. There's the homie Butch. Of course, their Facebook page doesn't allow comments. See what I mean? You guys are on it, man. John Smith writes, looks like a young channel, but your videos are really powerful at exposing corruption, abuse of power, and becoming of a police officer on various levels of command. Most importantly, blatant disregard to Constitution and the rights of law-abiding members of the public. Looking forward to further updates in regards to this video as well as the one where they unlawfully detained and searched you while being free American at night and it was snowing. Yeah, well, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Real Constitutional Upholders, TRCU. Yeah, man, definitely doing good work. Definitely doing good work. Even your video back then was a powerful video, man. 4 years ago, the cop went crazy. He jumped off the thing and pushed you and shit. I remember that. Actually, I actually have that clip on one of my intros or outros. I don't know if you've ever seen it, bro, but yeah, it's there. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys go subscribe. I'll drop his links. And the cops did definitely violate his rights on this one for sure. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.